And Mr. Ant is complaining about some Christian, they have images of Jesus. Yeah. And he's asking, is that how Jesus looked like? And this is what is hurting his feeling. It's not hurting his feeling that the Quran says that you should make images of a prophet, statues of a prophet. But it hurt his feeling that there is some Christians, they make images of Jesus. Is that how he looked like? Do even those by Abdul knew what is written in their book? Their silly book, the Quran, the yellow page of Muhammad? Allah, he gave an order to his prophet to build temples full of statues and images. And brother, if you look at the Muslim translation, it says images. The word statues is gone. The word statues is gone. You change the translator. We go to different Abdul, because every Abdul, he have different Quran. And the proof in front of you. Different words, different meaning, different story. This guy is saying images only. Let us go to different Abdul. Keep trying, don't give up. Until the truth show up. One of them, by mistake, he will say truth, and the word statues will appear. Oh, okay, there is no statues here. There's a statues. Abdul? So you are coming to the Christian, and by the way, your name is Ant. Shouldn't you make a statues for the ant who spoke to Solomon? And Solomon, he could understood her speech? I mean, the Muslims, I mean, your stories doesn't make sense. How you have images of Jesus? Oh boy. Let us go to our topic. The Abduls non-stop, they attack always the Bible, right? As we see, always. But you see, the silliness of Islam is beyond imagination. I want a Muslim who agree that the book of Allah, aka the Bible of Allah, is corrupted. If you believe in that, please let us know. Show me your text. If you are a Muhammadan here, don't hesitate to say, I agree. Who is a Muslim he agree that the Bible of Allah is corrupted? I'm not going to wait for you. There's 1,000 of videos. I'm not going to play any of them. Actually, we have the image of this Sheikh Uthman, the ketchup boy, and he is speaking about the corruption of the Bible, brother. But look what the Muslim did to themselves. This is additional reason for anyone not to believe in why. If Allah is the one who sent the Torah, and Allah is the one who sent the Injil, then why Allah did not protect his Torah and his Injil? Somebody saying Kings 24:8 and Chronicle 36:9 contradiction. No, this is a contradiction for you because you are a fool like your prophet. If you go and calculate the numbers, they will speak about the dynasty of the family who rule. It's the same number. But for an ignorant like you, he will think this is a contradiction. However, if this is a contradiction, this Prophet Muhammad, he take an oath on the same book you are speaking of, and he is saying, I believe in thee. So you Muslims are really weird and very funny. In one hand, we find your prophet swear by it. In other hand, you Muslims are looking for contradiction. So are you saying your prophet, he swear by a book full of contradiction? Was he a hypocrite? Wasn't he? Taking an oath. He said to the Jews, bring me your book. They brought him the books. He put it in a cushion. He took the cushion from underneath of him, and he respected the book very much. And then he said, he put his hand on it, and he says, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. But the poor you is looking for a contradiction. And you know, the book is you are even speaking of. You see, even if those book is even not exist, they will not add anything. They will not take anything. You know, the Muslim when they speak, they are like a chicken, but it's a rooster trying to lay eggs. Did you ask yourself even what this book is about? This is a book of history. It's not about God speaking. This king, he lived here. This king, he died there. This king, he have a son. This guy have a wife. This guy was bad. This is not God. The Quran is the book of God, supposedly, and everything in the Quran, word by word, is by God, right? But the Quran is a book of stupidity. All of it is contradiction. Your God, Allah, did not even remember which one he created first, the stars or the mountains. One verse is the stars, one verse is the mountains. So at least when you want to bring a contradiction, bring something can make a difference. Let us say, for the sake of argument, that was a mistake. But that is just a history. This is not God talking. So here we have your prophet swearing by a book he cannot even read. This book is written in Torah, in Hebrew. How he say, I believe in thee? Do he knew what is inside? And not only he said, I believe in thee, he said, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So Muhammad here is denying his God, Allah, and he believed in the God of the Jews. He's a hypocrite. If the Torah and the book of the Christians is wrong, and then Muhammad, he say, I believe in you, I believe even in the one who sent thee, and we know that the one who sent thee is not Allah, and he believe in thee, and then in the same time the Quran says that the Jews, they say they believe that Uzair is a son of Allah. So how the idiot Muhammad, he says he believe in thee, and thee supposedly have a story about Uzair. Do you remember Mimi Hijab when he was speaking to David Wood? He says to him, not a single Jew believe God has a son. Not a single Jew believe in Trinity. This is the Quran says all the Jews believe that God has a son. And this is what happened when you debate idiots. And you have to take advantage of those idiots. You know what I mean? Because they are the best to expose their cult. But those idiots, they choose the one they want to debate with carefully, so they will not get busted so fast and so easy. So look what happened now. We have a book, supposedly it's corrupted. The Jews, they believe that Allah, he have a son. His name is Uzair, not Israel. This is a lie. There's Israel does not exist in the whole Quran. Here we go. The Arabic, it says Uzair. And then Muhammad, he says, as we showed you in the hadith, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. So he believed that Allah have a son. If this is what the Jews teach. And then if we check, we cannot find one single Jew believed ever in someone, his name is Uzair, and they believe that he is a son of God. And we challenge any Muslim to show us any reference. Now going back to the laughable claim of the Muslims that the Bible is changed. Allah, he sent the Bible. Allah don't want to protect his Bible. Isn't it this is additional reason for us as a Christian to laugh at Islam? Who is a Muslim can tell us why Allah he sent the Injil and the Torah and he don't want to protect them? Give me any reason, Muslims. And card, if you want to change my topic, I will block you. And I can find you. Your prophet says that my nation will be 73 sects. One of them will be truthful and the rest will go to hell. So don't make me send you free shipping and handing it to Allah. Focus with me. If you have an answer from my topic, you are welcome. If you want to post things that have nothing to do with my topic, I will send you to Allah. As simple as that. The Muslim, he come to the chat, he knew that there is some idiot, they love the division, you know, the Satan. So he say Catholic, Protestant, so if there is some fool, they will start fighting. It doesn't work here, Abdul. We are not Shia and Sunni killing each other. This is for donkeys. I am not a Catholic. My Catholic brothers are my brothers and sisters. Okay, Palestine. Then don't act like a donkey. So focus with me. Allah, He sent the Torah. Allah, He sent the Injil. And the funny is, it says in Arabic, Allah, He sent the book believing in what is between His hands. Look what the Muslim they say, confirming what came before it. But in Arabic it doesn't say that. It says مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, believing in what is between His hand. Do you see how they lie? So look at the stupidity here. In one hand, the Muslim, they go frenzy. I like the word frenzy, by the way. They feed a frenzy in attacking the Bible. Says that Allah, He sent a book confirming and believing in what is with them and between their hands. And look at the Muslim translation trying to hide the truth. You know, by the way, the easiest way to get this Abdul busted, you can take this and post it in Google. And you will see in 2 seconds that it says between his hands. Let us do it. Google Translation, peace be upon him. Because Google Translation is a software, and Muslim translation is satanic, demonic translation trying to hide the truth. Copy, paste in the front of your eyes. Google Translation is copying what he found in the internet, not giving the correct translation. Let us do this so we can get them busted. I will copy the exact 2 words, bayna yaday, between his hands. See what Google do, right away he find an exact words, translate it in Google, and he post it. So let us do this. We will post only 2 words. See? The translation is still not correct. Bayna yadayhi.
Bayna yadayhi.
It is between his hands. If you copy the word bayna alone, I will copy that's the word bayna, which means between. Take it, paste it here, and this is the word bayna,
Bayna.
between. If we copy the other word, the second word, yadayhi, we take it here. Or let us see, let us add it to the previous word. Bayna yadayhi, we already translate bayna to be between, yadayhi, his hands. You see? So the Quran says something, the Muslim they say something else, and they translate something else. This is why I say always to you, you cannot learn Islam from a Muhammadan. They lie. And in case you do not believe, look at the translation. Why they are saying, confirming what came before it, when the verse have the word hands and between his hands. There's a huge difference. What came before it, we do not know. You know, maybe before it was there. Maybe it's not to exist no more. Came before it, maybe a long time ago. But here it says, what is between his hands. There's a huge difference. Actually, I'm going to do this. I will keep changing translation until we find one Muslim, by mistake, he said the truth. Let us see if we can find. This one is saying confirming earlier books. Different one. I will keep changing translation one by one. Came before it. Muhammad Asad. Look what Muhammad Asad says. Confirming whatever there still remain of the earlier revelation. So do you see why they are trying to hide what the Quran is saying? Let us continue. So this guy, he had a long line which is not there. Biktal. Confirming which was revealed by it. Let us continue. Kawari. Revealed before it. Karabula, proceeded. Proceeded. That's a good one. Confirming what proceeded. This is what it says, really? I mean, you disgusting believers. You don't even have the decency to give little translation to be as the Quran saying. Confirming what was before it. Here we have was. It's not exist no more. Let us go to Sarwar. Confirming the original Bible, brother. The original. This guy, he had the original. See? In Arabic, it says what is between his hand, believing in what is between his hand. Suddenly, it became confirming the original, brother. Brother and sister, chapter 3, verse number 3. It says that Allah confirming the book between his hand. And then the verse says, maybe the clear preference. And he say that the verse says confirming what is between his hand. In actually, in Arabic, it says that. We have to admit. But Allah, he says something and he means something. And this is how we get them busted. So Allah, he says something and it means something. Why Allah saying between his hand and you Muslim, you say something else? Do you have a little dignity? Let us continue the trip of corruption. Who is the one who's corrupt in his book? You see, when you give false meaning, verifying which was before, which is before it, is that really what the verse saying? I don't know. We finish all the English translation. Let's see his Arbery. Let's go up. Ahmad Ali. Before it. Ahmad Raza Khan. Confirming the book before it. Again. Arbery. Confirming what was before it. Community. Before it. This is the same. Daryabadi. Before it. Hilali Khan. Before it. Itani. Before it. Khattab. Before it. Maududi. Earlier book. Confirming earlier book, brother. Mabaraka Baruri. Before it. Those we saw them already, I think. Karari, before it. Karabala, yeah, we showed those one. Proceeded. But all what you need to do, just go, copy those words, take them to Google Translation, and you will find this is what it says. Actually, you know what? I will do this. I will copy the word yaday as it is, and I will search for it in the Quran. Just to show you how Muslim, they you know, this is the religion of the devil, literally. So I will post the same exact word in the search engine. Hit. Yadayha. Succession, generation. Even this one is they're lying about. Okay. فَوَيْلٌ لِلَّذِينَ يَكْتُبُونَ الْكِتَابَ بِأَيْدِيهِمْ. What أيديهم mean? Let us see. By their own hands. You see? يَدَيْهِ, أيدي is the same word. Their own hands. And who is the one who write the book by their own hands? The Muslims. Did Muhammad write the Quran? No. Did Ibn Uthman wrote the Quran? No. Whoever wrote the Quran, they wrote it by their own hands. The Muslim, they will say to you, oh no, they are saying that the one who write his own, you know, his own verses, like he making things up, right? No problem. I can't take it this way. But we have a proof that the whole Quran cannot be from God. From the beginning, from the first chapter to the last chapter. Not by, I don't care really. Like, you know, see, there's somebody he can say, I can claim now to be a prophet, and my God, he sent me a book, and confirming that the Quran is a lie. But how I can use that against you? You know what I mean? I mean, this is silly. So the Muslim, they come with a book 600 years after, trying to take it against us. But do you have a proof? If you have a proof, that will be a proof against you. Why? Because we have tons of verses on saying that Allah, He sent a book believing in what is with them. Read with me carefully and laugh. And for some reason, the Muslim here, by mistake, did give the accurate translation. They did not lie. Read carefully. The book, the Quran, confirm what the Jewish and the Christians have with them, is with them. Do you see it? And actually, the word confirm is not accurate, because the word musaddiq mean believing and agreeing and confirming, starting with believing. So Allah, He sent the book believing in what the Christian and the Jews they have. In now, not late, but before. Do you see it? Not many know Arab language. Okay. So how you can worship your God if you do not know the Arab language? And what kind of religion is based in a language? For me, what is important that when the Muslims, they say that the gospel of Allah and the Torah of Allah, if they ever exist, they are corrupted, they are giving us additional reason to believe that Islam is a fraud. Because if Allah is God, why Allah He sent 124,000 messenger? Each one of them, he have a book. And then Allah decide not to protect a single one of them except the Quran. This is what the Muslims they say. How I can trust somebody? Imagine you have somebody here have a library. The library used to have 124,000 books. He lost them all except one. Can we call Allah the biggest loser of history? So why Allah He sent 124,000 books if none of them would be existed? And from this we understand that Islam is a laughable, jokeable, if we can use that word. You shoot it as you want, you put it wherever you want. It is round, it's flexible, it is liquid, you can liquidate it, you can push it in holes. Islam is very flexible. When they want, this God, His book is corrupted. When they want, this God, His book cannot be corrupted. I mean, this is a mentally ill religion. It's the same God. So how the same God, His books are corrupted, and the same God, His book is not corrupted? Either this book of this God can be corrupted or it cannot be corrupted. And not only that, if you go to the yellow page of Muhammad, he confirmed that nobody can change the word of Allah. Read carefully. Chapter 6, verse number 34. And this verse speaking about messengers before Muhammad. What it says there? None has the power to alter the word of Allah. Isn't this is a stupid religion? Nobody can alter the word of Allah. And those idiots, they shout everywhere, the book of Allah, the gospel, and the Torah is a change, brother. You see why we laugh at this? This is not a religion. This is a teenage. It's not even a teenage. It's not even a kid. No one can change the word of Allah. And then they ask the Abdul, they will say, oh, he hint here the Quran. Look, hold on. It says here about messengers came before Muhammad. Messenger before you have been given the lie to. and they hurt them. And then persecuted until our help reached to them. None has the power to alter the word of Allah. So the whole verse is speaking about messengers who came before. Do you see it? He is saying nobody can alter the word of Allah. The word of Allah is all his words. Is the Quran is only word of Allah? So when Abdul he speak about contradiction, isn't it this is a contradiction? And no one can change the word of Allah, and then you will find the Abdul screaming in the street saying, no, your Bible is changed. You as a Christian, when you speak to a Muhammadan, you don't argue with him. Don't tell him, no, the Bible is not changed. Just tell him, relax, relax. You know, remember Sheikh Uthman? Relax. Later they get him busted. Relax. Tell him, oh, you are saying the Bible of Allah have been changed. And you right away you will see how the nail is going to be so hard in his bum. He will say, no, 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 I'm talking about you. You said, no, 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 no. You are saying, who is the one who sent the Bible? Isn't it Allah? Who is the one who sent the Injil? Isn't it Allah? So you are saying to us, the Bible of Allah is a change. So what's my problem? I want to know exactly what is my problem. He is your book. This is your book, Muslims. And he is your God. He is the one who sent it. And you are saying to us, the book of your God is changed. So what's my problem? Any Muslim can help me? And the Christians, because they do not know how to debate Muslims, they take the defense mood and they start saying, no, it's not corrupted. I mean, I agree with him. It says, yeah, your book, your God is a loser. The second you say that, you know, he will change the topic. He will switch. He don't want to talk about it. When you say to me that your God, he promised that nobody can change his words, and you say to me that Allah is the one who sent the gospel, it's called Injil, which is weird. I mean, why Allah he chose the Greek word? Was Jesus born into the Greek people? In Indonesian translation, they added a bracket, promises after word of Allah. I don't know what that means exactly. Promises? Okay. But anyway, Allah is saying nobody can alter his word. That's it. Whatever. Promise or not promise, it's okay. Let us go to different level of stupidity. Shall we? This verse will make any Muhammadan lay down in the floor and his leg is up and he will give birth even if he's a male. Even if he is a male, they will give birth. And by the way, you will have a twin. Look at this stupid God. Allah gave the Jewish the Torah. He gave it to who? He gave it to Moses. Wonderful. Therein was guidance and light. Yes, you know, Moses, when you open the Torah, there's a lot of light come from there. By its standard, have been the judge the Jews, by the prophet who bowed between two brackets as in Islam. They are Muslims. I mean, this is funny religion. So why you call them Jews? I mean, you just said Jews. So why you call them Muslims? And then Allah, he entrusted the doctors and the rabbis to protect the book. Who is a Muslim agree with this verse? Who is a Muslim agree with this verse? Anyone knows what is the problem? Let's see. I want one of you to help me. Who noticed what is the problem with this stupid verse? Who have a sharp image, a vision, sorry. What is the problem with this verse? Oh, the Muslim, they add a bracket always because the Quran is so clear, supposedly. And the more bracket they add, the more they prove that the Quran is made in perfect Arabic. Anyone notice what the problem? Nobody? Okay. Do you see the word entrusted? Do you see it? Entrusted. What entrusted means? Somebody help me. What the word entrusted mean? When somebody says, I trusted you, what does that mean exactly? Trust have a meaning, right? What the word trust mean? Think about it, and then you will know what I'm talking about. Trust, it means I have faith. Thank you very much. I have faith on you to be good, correct? To be good, not to be bad. So look what happened. Allah, he trusted the Jews. In what? In the protection of Allah book. Anyone knows what that means? Islam destroyed in this verse. If you ask a Muslim, do Allah knew the future? What the Abdul will say? Sure, Allah, he knew the future. What are you talking about? Yeah, he knew the future. Okay. Allah, he knew the future. Do Allah knew that those Jews, they are not trustworthy? So Allah, he have faith on the rabbi and the scholars to protect his book. But the rabbi and the scholar, they gave Allah a finger. And the Muslim, and every single Muslim, he gave us speeches about Allah is all-knowing and Allah knows best. Do you see how Allah knows best? Do you notice how Allah knows a lot of best? Are you kidding me? This is the best of the best. So Allah knows best, and yet he trusted the rabbi and the doctors of the law, the high rank of the Jews, in the protection of Allah book. Who is a Muslim want to tell me, did Allah made a wrong decision? Did Allah made a wrong choice? Was Allah wrong in his choice? So when a Muhammadan, I hope you guys are taking notes. You see, if you want to learn really how you can debunk cult so easy, I advise you, like today we have a topic, right? We have a title, the Bible, and the corruption and the change. You open little document, and whatever I show on the screen, make a note, save the file, and name it. Once you need reference, you just open the file, and you have it all there. So, what this verse is saying, that Allah do not know best, and the proof of that, you see, I can say, the Muslim can say, well, Allah wanted to test them. Allah, he wanted to test them. You know, test them. It says here, entrusted them. He entrusted them. And trust coming from faith on them. So your God, Allah, have a wrong faith. And obviously this is an act of somebody he do not know tomorrow. He do not know the future. And Allah entrusted them in a specific job, which is the protection of Allah book. Does it say Allah book? It says that, right? It says Allah book. So how the book belong to Allah and the protection of the book is given to someone he will die tomorrow, or a year after, or 10 years after, or 50 years after. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let us say one of you, he says to me, Christian Prince, I trust you to protect this book. But that can be valid if I'm going to stay alive forever. But all of us, we knew that a human being are limited in life, and their life is very short compared to what this age of the universe is. So when he entrusted those rabbis, and they are specific people, how they can protect the book forever? They are just a bunch of rabbis. They will die 10 years, 20 years, they will be dead. And those are rabbi, which mean already they are old. You see, it says it clearly, they are the doctors of the law and they are the rabbis. You don't become a rabbi and you are a kid, a teenage. Those are already old men. So they will have a life maybe 20, 30 years more, 40 years more. They complain about corruption of the Torah and the gospel. Then the same book confirm the Torah and the gospel. And the same book says that Allah trusted the Jews to protect the Torah and the Torah here at least, you know, and the rabbi. And even it says he trusted them, you know, not to fear any man, right? But trust is a big word. When somebody trusts somebody, it's mean in that moment he believe that those people are really, really good. They are trustworthy. So when Allah, he trusted the rabbis, obviously based on what Muslims they say today that the Torah is a change,